Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out tremendously if you do so thank you so very much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the sun. Okay. So this is an area where things are usually really going well, or a person who doesn't really need a lot of attention, they need that attention now. And if this is an area in your life that's really like it's usually smooth, you might find that you're surprised that things get a little bit like rocky at times. It's nothing bad. It's just saying that like the places where we are most blessed, or the places where I feel like, oh, that's just going along just fine, it's going to need some attention during this time period. So just be aware of that. Yeah. Have that conversation with the person in your life who's always like, oh, everything's great, everything's wonderful. And be like, oh, is everything really fine? Just opening up that door. You might be surprised at what they say. Let's see what Spirit has to say here. Angels and Spirit Guides show me clearly. And this is focus reverse. Okay. So if you have a problem focusing, if you are ADHD or anything like that, this can be a little bit challenging because focus can just be tough during this time. So even if you're, a quote unquote normal person, you can find that you'll be easily distracted, or there'll be like so many different ideas and things to do that focusing on just one and doing just one can become rather overwhelming. Make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with things to do and things that need to be done. Focus step by step by step, which sounds so easy. I know for myself, with my ADHD, it's like it's so hard sometimes. I look at people and they're like, okay, we do this step and then we do this step and I have this list, and you know, they're always on time, they're always this, they're always that. It can be really frustrating. So just be aware of that. Let's see what spirit has to say in the tarot. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We're not ready to walk away from something yet. So just be aware of that. That's coming through very strongly. We're taking things very seriously with the repeat of the number 8. The strength card is the 8th card as well. So the repeat of the number 8 3 times, divinity is telling us we're taking things very seriously. That can be excellent. We can really get things done and be like at the top of our game. Yeah, we can. But we can also just be so focused and so driven and so meticulous in things that the joy isn't there. And that can be really frustrating. With the 8 of Swords, crowning all of this, we can tend to be too much in our own heads during this time. And thinking and analyzing and looking at things and being introverted, that's not a bad thing. But this is saying this is when our own inner narrative becomes overpowering, and we focus on the doubts, the pains, the hurts, the disappointments. We think we're not good enough. We don't see the worth in ourselves. That's what the Eight of Swords does. It's very much a cage in our own mind. We all know people who live in the past, who live in the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas. And that's one way of existing. It's not really living. It's time to set yourself free. It's time to see that, yeah, it might be like a cage. Yeah, there are bars, but you can walk through them. You're not tied to this. It leads us to strength. We are stronger than we give ourselves credit for. There's also a strong Leo influence during this time. There is a sense of not realizing our own strength, but there is also this strength in saying, my heartbreaks, my pains, my disappointments, they don't get to be my only defining factor during this time or in my life. I see my pain, I acknowledge my pain, I will not be ruled by my pain. So that's going to be something that is very important for us. With the Three of Swords reverse, we're going to see heartbreaks, pains, disappointments falling out. We're going to see them being released. And it can be overwhelming for us. It can make us actually feel a little bit vulnerable because it can be happening quickly. And this is something that we want, right? We want to be able to not have our heartbreaks rule us, but also it's a sense of like, oh, that might have been trauma speaking, or oh, that might have been pain speaking. And I looked at things wrong, or I didn't take these opportunities that came my way. And we can feel a little bit bad about that after the heartbreak is gone and we start to realize, oh, I I saw that situation wrong because of it. So just be aware of that. That's something when the Three of Swords reverse comes up where it's like, oh, we can look back at things and think, oh man, I should have done that differently. It's done. Don't be harsh on yourself, but just know that heartbreak, pain, disappointment, trauma, hurt, guarding yourself, that plays a huge part in our reactions to things. The Six of Wands, it's time to celebrate. It is time to celebrate you. With the King of Pentacles here, prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. This is also strong earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have very strong we have very strong Virgo energy. There we go. Right here. With the Hermit reverse, we can't have a Virgo leaving our lives. That can be very much the case. But also here, as we start to celebrate ourselves and really take in our joys and what we want and what we're desiring in our lives, we start to see the interconnectedness of things. That's where we can really start to overthink everything. Is everything interconnected? Then, okay, the overthinking, the overanalyzing comes in. We also really just don't want to be insular anymore. We don't want to only be, even if we are introverted, because Spirit is saying here, I don't want to always be by myself. There's a sense of like, I want to open up that door. I want to see myself move forward. I want to take those steps. And with the Eight of Cups, I'm walking away. I'm walking away in my mind first. But the Eight of Cups is reversed. We're not ready fully to walk away, but we are ready to open up the door. So just be aware of this. There is something here where it's like we can be walking away from a bad situation. It might not be time right now. Being aware of that, acknowledging that, saying, okay, you know what, I have to get things in order first before I can move forward in the way that I want to. That's not copping out because you're being harsh on yourself. And somebody who's listening has to hear this. You're not copping out. You're setting things up. All right? Right now, you will know when it's time to leave. You will. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. All right? But there's something here that's kind of like holding you back just a little bit. So just be aware. But if you are in a bad situation, all right, if somebody who's listening to this is in a bad situation and you think, oh, well, it'll get better, or I just need to save up a little bit more money, I'll stay just a little bit longer. Don't put yourself at risk, okay? Reach out, get help, and, and move quickly. In your mind, you might stay in that situation for a little bit longer, just acknowledging that. But the heartbreak, the pain, the hurt that you've been experiencing, it will start to fall away. You're so much stronger than you think you are, than you give yourself credit for. Somebody has done a real number on your confidence. All right, now it's time to get it back. And that's for every single one of you Scorpios. It's time to get back your confidence. It's time to look at things and say, well, wow, I'm really good at that. Or, oh, wow, this is really my talent, and I can be prosperous at this. A lot of you Scorpios are also going to be seeing new like business ideas or new ideas moving you forward. And it's like, oh wow, I can do this. It can be this way. And that's going to be so liberating. Our subconscious message to be mindful of is the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Six of Wands here, the celebrating ourselves. And the Six of Wands reversed is not celebrating ourselves, not giving ourselves credit. So do be mindful about that, that it'll be very easy to be like, oh, well, there's nothing to celebrate about me. I don't have the right to celebrate me. And Spirit's like, what the heck is wrong with you? You do. But that nagging doubt is going to come in. Our subconscious message from Spirit also is wisdom reversed. We're kind of being really harsh on ourselves. We're not seeing ourselves as wise. You are wise. You are powerful. There's a sense here of like, I'll put down what I do, but I'll lift everybody else up and tell them how wonderful they are. So just be aware of that. Also here with the sun, right? There is a message coming like, pay more attention to the sun. So it can be, if you have a son, pay attention to your son. All right. And it can also be, make sure that you get outside or sit by a window or visualize yourself outside, getting that good vitamin D. All right. Because that's going to be important. That boost of serotonin is going to be important. Our subconscious tarot message is the lovers. Embracing what we love. This is also strong Gemini energy, but embracing what we love and knowing that it is blessed by our angels. There's a sense of, I'm moving towards my love, my beauty, my passion, what I desire in my life. And that is astounding. The lovers is also embracing the duality of ourselves, the power of ourselves, and seeing us in honesty. Now, we can also have it be a little bit hard to focus because Gemini energy has it hard to focus. We flip from one thing to another to another. Embrace that. But if you can rein it in a bit, that will be just absolutely beneficial for you. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Bye.